Hello everyone, Grace Community Church, GCC, the influential evangelical megachurch led for 56 years by radio preacher John MacArthur, will slash spending by 20% in its new fiscal year beginning July 1st, a Father's Day announcement revealed. For the first time in more than a decade, we have faced the effects of a financial recession in our giving this past fiscal year, said MacArthur in the statement read by GCC College pastor Austin Duncan. MacArthur, who's preached only once since last July due to health concerns, turns 86 on June 19th. Despite what he called some large donations, in 2023 and 2024, the current budget appears unsustainable, MacArthur said. As we look ahead to the coming fiscal year, starting July 1st, our elders recognise the need to reduce our budget at the church by about 20%. The pastor added, "Despite reducing the budget for next year, our church remains fully committed to the ministry God has entrusted to us. There will be some adjustments, of course, but most of you will not be affected by that." MacArthur said, "Obviously, we are praying for a significant increase in this year's giving, knowing that God blesses a generous and cheerful giver. Because it is registered with the Internal Revenue Service as a church, GCC does not file a Form 990, so it's difficult to determine the size of GCC's annual income or its expenditures." A GCC spokesman did not immediately respond to a comment request from the Roy's Report, TRR. The church's broadcast ministry, Grace to You, GTY, also does not file a Form 990, but does provide financial information to the Evangelical Council for Financial Accountability, ECFA. The GTY comparative financial data listing at the ECFA website shows that the ministry lost $10.8 million in the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024, and drew a similar amount from its net assets. Separately, MacArthur, who has undergone several surgeries related to atrial fibrillation and other conditions since 2023, said in the statement he had a second procedure on my lungs in May. "That procedure was successful, and I am now back at home," he said in the statement. "The doctors are optimistic about my recovery, and I am eager to return to you once I regain my strength." MacArthur added, "I wanted to convey my love for all of you and my love for this church. Realizing my life and times are in the hands of the Lord, my desire is to be back at church as soon as possible." Financial difficulties aren't the only issue GCC and MacArthur have confronted in recent years. In 2022, TRR exclusively reported that GCC supported former staff member David Gray, a convicted child abuser and paedophile, even after Gray's conviction for aggravated child molestation, corporal injury to a child, and child abuse. He is currently serving a term of 21 years to life, and in 2022 was denied parole for 10 years. Before showing support for David Gray, Carey Hardy, at the time a GCC associate pastor and personal assistant to MacArthur, sent a series of letters to Eileen Gray, who was married to David Gray at the time, calling for her to reconcile with her estranged husband. After those letters failed to change Eileen Gray's decision to keep a restraining order in place, MacArthur publicly shamed her as a person who is unwilling to repent. Thanks for watching.